Hello veterinarians, I am Dr. Arif Ansar. I am a veterinarian. Today we are discussing about the post-mortem examination of a vetro-legal case. First of all, I want to tell you about what is the purpose of post-mortem examination of an animal. The purpose of post-mortem of an animal is to ascertain the time since death and the cause of the death. We know we are discussing about the rules of the postmortem examination. First of all, a vetro-legal postmortem examination should be done by written order from the police officer or an the executive magistrate. The second point is before examination carefully read the police report. The third rule of the postmortem examination is the postmortem examination should be done in the daylight. In the daylight means before 5 p.m. and after that the light is uh, darkened, so that after 5 p.m. the postmortem examination should not be conducted. The fourth point of the postmortem examination rule is that the postmortem examination should be thorough and complete. And the fifth point is all the details observed by the veterinarian should be carefully noted in the postmortem examination report and the spot of postmortem. The notes and the report to be sent to the court must be tally with each other. A veterinarian should have a fair knowledge of the normal and the pathological viscera. The time and the date of the arrival of carcass should be noted. There is no unnecessary delay in the holding the post-mortem examination. No unauthorized person should be allowed to be present at the time of post-mortem examination. The investigating police officer, however, may be present. Now we are talking about the procedure of the post-mortem examination. The post-mortem examination should be done in two phases. First of all, external examination and then internal examination. Now we are discussing about the vetro-legal aspect of the cause of the death. First of all, the death may be defined as the complete and persistent cessation of the respiration and the circulation is known as death. The death of an induced animal is called a somatic death, and the death of the tissue and the molecular death. The molecular life remains for the variable period after the occurrence of the somatic death. The cause of the death is unnatural or accidental death. There are three primary modes of death, namely coma, syncope, and asphyxia. First of all, we are discussing about coma. Coma means loss of consciousness. Loss of consciousness is partial or complete. It may be transitory, lasting for few minutes and or may continue for some days or until the death take place. And the etiology, what is the etiology of coma? Coma may be result of traumatic injury to the brain. Direct trauma to the brain is an common cause of brain injury in animals. Sometimes traumatic injury to the brain is caused by an accidental trauma or accidental collision, fall from height, animal interaction, or a weapon. Coma may be caused by cerebral hemorrhage, thrombosis, embolism, tumor, abscess, and the other inflammatory conditions of the brain. Spontaneous cerebral hemorrhage has been observed in cattle at the time of parturition. Cineros cerebralis means gid, sturdy or struggles, etc. in goat and sheep and the cattle causes various neurological signs depending upon the neuroanatomic location of the cyst and the size of the cyst. The most common cause of sudden unconsciousness of animals is poisons having arsenic having specific action on the brain. Some examples of the chemicals which are affect the brain and causes the coma in animals is bromides, carbon monoxide, zinc phosphide, nicotine, barbiturates and the others, sedatives and the anesthetics, atropine, hyoscine and the hyoscyamine, alcohol, phenol and turpentines. Coma Coma occurs subsequent to depression and lethargy in uremia and heat stroke. And the symptoms when an animal is suffered from the coma appears in the animal cerebral shock with the sudden onset of unconsciousness. Animal falls with or without transient convulsions, dilation of the pupils, absence of the eye preservation, and the pupillary light reflexes, slow and irregular respiration, slow pulse, bleeding from the nose and the ears, involuntary passing of the feces and the urine, hemiplegia or paralysis of individual cranial nerve. When an animal is died due to shock at the time of the postmortem, what we observed on the spot of the postmortem examination, first of all, injuries to the skull bones, the brain and its membranes are congested, blood in the cranial cavity, blood clots may be found within membrane or in the brain. The right side of the heart is usually full and the left is empty. Tumor, cyst or abscess in the cranial cavity. These are the some postmortem findings which are to be found in the animal when we are examining a, an animal which is die due to coma. Now we are discussing about asphyxia. The term asphyxia is generally employed refers to an interference with the oxygen interchange in the lungs. The term asphyxia is also used in the broader sense of anoxia and designate the state of tissue asphyxiation produced when the oxygen and the carbon dioxide interchange between the blood in the capillary and the tissue cells in the all part of the body is prevented. Etiology. What is the etiology of asphyxia? Now we are discussing about the etiology of the asphyxia. Fetal asphyxia is may result from either natural disease process or from traumatic causes. Mechanical obstruction in the respiratory tract in animals may occurs in angiotic nasal granuloma, edema of the larynx, acute cellulitis of the throat, peripharyngeal cellulitis and edema, laryngeal obstruction, chronic laryngitis, laryngeal spasm, tumor and abscess, anaphylactic reaction following injection of foreign protein or serum may give rise the fatal asphyxia. Asphyxia may be produced by paralysis of the motor nerves, muscles, respiratory center from the injury or disease or the action of the certain poisons. Strangulation is the closure of air passage as a result of external pressure on the neck which prevent the ingress air during respiration. There are reports of accidental death through strangulation in tying system. The accident usually through the crossing of the halter of two bulls tied close together or the insertion of a leg of the standing animal into the neck chain of a lying animal. Less common cause of strangulation includes the insertion of the horn of the animal into the ring of its own chain, inhalation of irrespirable gases such as carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, and chlorine may be cause fatal asphyxia. Symptoms: when the animal is suffered from asphyxia, what are symptoms are developed? The asphyxia is manifested well defined sequence of symptoms. The symptoms are divided into four stages: dyspnea, convulsion, anoia, and the final stage. The stage of dyspnea is caused by accumulation of carbon dioxide in the blood due to deficient oxygenation of the red blood cells. Accumulation of the carbon dioxide stimulates the respiratory center in the medulla. Stage of dyspnea is characterized by rapid and shallow respiration, rapid and shallow respiratory movement, rapid pulse, and the cyanosis. The stage of convulsion is characterized by clonic, then tonic, and finally opistotonic spasm. The pupils are dilated, the heart rate slows. These effects are due to increased paralysis of the higher center in the brain from lack of oxygen. In the stage of apnoea, the respiratory center becomes so deeply depressed that breathing becomes weaker and may almost cease. The animal become unconscious and involuntary defecation of feces and urine can take place. In the final stage, complete respiratory paralysis ensues and breathing stops. The heart may become continue to beat for a brief period after respiration ceases. Postmortem appearance: when animal is dying due to asphyxia, first of all protruded tongue, frothy blood, stained fluid at the nostrils, congested conjunctiva, slightly frothy mucus in the larynx, trachea, and the mucous membrane of the trachea is congested. The lungs are engorged and edematous. On a section, a copious frothy blood stained exudated will be seen. Potential hemorrhages on the pleura, pericardium, myocardium, endocardium, and the substance of the brain. Some of the marginal portion of the lungs may perhaps show emphysematous changes. The cavities of the right side of the heart engorged with dark colored imperfectly clotted blood. The cavity of the left side of the heart are comparatively empty. Marked venous congestion of the abdominal viscera. congested brain and excess of serous fluid is found in the lateral ventricles. Cranial sinuses are usually filled with dark colored blood. The blood generally is dark in color and is mostly fluid in the large veins. Microscopically, the lungs tissue shows marked dilation of both of the capillaries and the veins. Syncope means circulatory failure. Term syncope refers to circulatory failure, a acute and progressive failure of the peripheral circulation is known as shock. Shock is stagnant hypoxia. There are the following type of the shock. There are five types of the shock: hemorrhagic shock, traumatic shock, septic shock, thermal shock, and the anaphylactic shock. First of all, we discussing hemorrhagic shock. Hemorrhage is one of the most common cause of the shock in the animals. A normal healthy animal can tolerate a 20% loss of blood volume without developing sign of circulatory failure. Hemorrhagic shock may be hypovolemic or normovolemic. Hypovolemic shock occurs prior to the time of reinfusion or normovolemic shock following reinfusion. Traumatic shock. Traumatic shock is the depressed stage of the vital functions that results from the severe traumatic injury. There are two kinds of traumatic shock: immediate or primary shock, and the other is second and delayed shock. Immediate or primary shock is caused by overwhelming of the vital centers in the medulla by the nerves impulse originating in the injured area and conveyed to the central nervous system. Death occurs in few minutes from vasomotor collapse in primary shock. Delayed or secondary shock does not occur immediately after the trauma but developed a few hours later. Traumatic shock is caused by loss of plasma into the injured area and it is hypovolemic. The third one is septic shock. A fatal infection by the pyogenic bacteria or pyogenic organism may follow an injury in the if the animal survives the immediate complication of shock and hemorrhage, an injury of the abdomen and a perforation of gastrointestinal tract by a weapon may introduce pathogenic bacteria into the peritoneal cavity, causing fatal acute suppurative peritonitis. A blunt force injury of the abdomen may rupture the intestine and be followed by the same complications. The reticuloendothelial system of a shocked animal is incapable of detoxifying the bacterial toxins. The injection of endotoxins into the common laboratory animals produce a irreversible type of peripheral circulatory failure. It is not known that how endotoxin produce these circulatory effects. The fourth one is the thermal shock. The thermal shock occurs when the animal is subjected to extreme cold or heat. Shock developing after thermal injury is characterized by the progressive hypovolemia, hemoconcentration, and circulatory failure. The fifth type of the shock is anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock is an immunogenic phenomena depending upon a reaction between sensitized body cells and a specific antigens. The symptoms: When animal is suffering from circulatory failure, is the symptoms are various depending upon the causes of shock, and these are the following as coldness of the skin and cutaneous vasoconstriction, subnormal body temperature, rapid and shallow respiration, the pulse is faint while the rate is high, pale and cyanotic visible mucous membrane, reduced amplitude of the heart sounds, dilated pupil and the lacrimation, muscular weakness and recumbency, oliguria and increased thrust. Veins are difficult to raise due to low venous blood pressure. When animal when an animal is die due to any type of circulatory failure, means syncope or shock, when we are doing a postmortem, the postmortem findings are sign of severe injury like fracture, crushing of the tissues, extensive laceration and avulsions, generalized visceral congestion, edema of the lungs, dark red fluid blood, potential hemorrhages in the membranes and parenchymatous organs. Thank you.